Christmas is almost here, you guys. So that means one thing. My Christmas present to you, to my 4 subscribers, my Christmas present is this series. Thank you. But also, we're going to talk about the lore of these logs. See, most people don't realize, and most people don't look at my posts. Because who cares? If you actually look at my posts, they have some bit of lore. It's filled with nonsense and actual lore for my series. Actually, it started when I actually said something. So we're gonna go through 1 through 5, all 5, for this first episode. Yeah, this first episode has 5. Every other episode, actually, this is gonna be the shortest one. Yeah, most of my episodes will have 50 or something. I don't know. 50 is too much. I'll make it 10. This is the shortest one, so let's go. In this unit, so let's read all 5 logs. This first one reads log 1 out of 5. This universe, Optimus Prime lost Bumblebee in a tragic accident involving Megatron and his right-hand man Starscream. Now we can't face the fact that Bumblebee is he lost Bumblebee. He's dead. Yeah, he dead. And now he blames Jasper Bumblebee's death. Jess was with Bumblebee during when the accident happened. Now, this makes no sense. Well, where did the accident happen? Well, the second log can hopefully clear that up. But before we can clear up the first log, we have to understand what's happening. First off, Megatron and Starscream's right. Megatron and Starscream were involved in Bumblebee's death, and somehow Jazz played a role in this. And I'll clear it up. You see, Bumblebee and Jazz were getting supplies. Optimus was doing something. He was fighting. He was fighting with the other Autobots. Megatron and Starscream. But then how is this possible? It says right here, Megatron and Starscream. How is that possible? Well, it was decoys. Now, you'll figure out a setting in the second log. This one took longer because I don't know, and this is the shortest one actually. So yeah, Optimus Prime's second form is so powerful that if he stayed in it for too long, Optimus Prime will start malfunctioning or die. If you don't know what I'm referring to, I'm referring to this form right here. This is Optimus Prime's second form. Now, how does he know this? Well, because it's at the battle. See, Optimus Prime was in his battle form, and he stayed in his battle form. Even in transformation, he stayed. Yeah, his own transformation. His vehicle form still also had a battle form. He stayed in his battle form. And he didn't realize this could happen. So, and this all happened in the desert. Optimus Prime, Vector Prime actually told him where Bumblebee was. And somehow Vector Prime reopened a portal where Bumblebee and Jazz in the exact same spot, which is the first time. You'll see why in the 5th log. So let's continue with the second log. Well, yeah, how does he know this? Well, Optimus Prime was too late. Jazz was badly hurt. Jazz tried saving Bumblebee, but Bumblebee sacrificed his life for Jazz. So, how does he know this? Well, he was fighting Megatron and Starscream at the same time. And he was malfunctioning. He was getting tired. Not really tired. He wasn't malfunctioning because he was damaged. No, he's actually pretty durable. He's really durable in this. And Starscream and Megatron's attacks don't affect him. So this couldn't be possible. But he didn't care. He left with Jazz and Bumblebee's corpse. Then, when he was getting fixed up, but Ratchet realized something. It wasn't Megatron or Starscream that did the damage. It was internally, not externally. He realized that his second form caused what his malfunction. So this is what the second log is referring to. Now we go, a week later or something? Something like that. Yeah, here, 3 out of 5. Haricum had three brothers made by a scientist. The first brother died because he went into the portal. The second one died by the scientist. The third one died after he left them. Then proceeded to get hit by 3 trucks. Yeah, that was kind of sad. Well, what do you mean? He get hit by 4 trucks? Well, yeah, Haricum had 3 brothers. 3 brothers. All 3 of them died in different ways. Yeah, the first brother died because he saw a portal. He went into it, and he never came back. He's missing, so Haricum assumed he died. The second brother died because of the scientist. Haricum was there. The second brother was arguing with the scientist. Then the scientist took out a knife and slit it, and then beheaded him, basically, killing him. Then, after the third brother, the oldest brother out of all 3 of the brothers, he left because he saw the abuse. He was getting the most abuse. He left. But then gets hit by 3 trucks because they were on a road. So yeah, they got hit by 3 different trucks. And Haricum had no brothers. Haricum left. The scientist died from an explosion, a nuke. So yeah, so the scientist died. I forgot to put that in, but yeah, that's basically the third one explained. These can be confusing, especially the 5th one is the most confusing. 4 out of 5, log 4 out of 5. After the death of his brothers, Haricum never trusted a portal again or a scientist again. Well, you can obviously tell the 4th log was a follow-up of the 3rd log. So yeah, what I explained is just a follow, and also this was basically like a follow-up to the 3rd log, and also me explaining what the 3rd log was, which is how they died. So yeah, now for the 5th, and for me the most confusing, and for probably most people this will be the most confusing. The final log, 5/5, Vector Prime can recreate portals that he has made, but most likely will lead him to find where he wants to be. If you don't understand what I mean, he can recreate portals. Then he can recreate the portals that he set Optimus Prime through, but he'll be somewhere else and can recreate portals that he has created every few months. This is a little bit confusing. You have to physically dissect it. Unlike all the other logs where you barely had to dissect anything since the explanation was there, this one you have to do a full dissection of understand, like comprehension. Now, what does this mean? And good thing I'm making this video too. If you didn't have this video, you wouldn't understand the 5th log, because the 5th log is the confusing one. When I made it, I got confused. That's why I made the parentheses part. I got confused. So what does this 5th log mean? The 5th log means whenever Vector Prime creates a portal, he'll be transported into the same universe, but he'll be somewhere else in that universe. If you don't understand, think of it as a coordinate plane. If you were to go to a different dimension, considering that if the dimension has a rotating planet, he'll be somewhere different. But if it doesn't, most likely he will be transported where he put, let's say this, Vector Prime pushed Optimus Prime through a portal in the Earth, and that planet does not move. And let's say Vector Prime wanted to, go there. He'll be teleported where Optimus Prime will initially start at, basically a spawn point. But since every planet in this universe moves, Vector Prime will not always be transported in the same spot as where Optimus Prime was put. You see, in the series, Optimus Prime actually goes into the portal. Goes into a portal that Vector Prime made. And because of that, gets transported. And also, yeah, So yeah, and then yeah, he gets transported. He stays there. He's gonna stay there, and blah blah blah, because of the portal closing, something like that. Basically, I just give you a summary of the whole first episode. But yes, Vector Prime initially, if you were to make another reopen that same portal, he will be transported into a different universe, basically. No, not different. I'm sorry. If you reopen the portal, he'll be transported into a different, you know, he'll be transported into a different spot, not the spawn point that initially. So, and because of that, Vector Prime will not be the same place Optimus Prime will be. And also, you can recreate portals every few months, and that's log 5 out of 5, finished, debunked, dissected for all of you. I'm a little tired. It's like 9 o'clock, bro. I woke up too early. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's every log dissected. That's every log finished, dissected, and also, yeah, everything. All my logs, and also log 4 out of 5, log 4, and log 5 are my newest logs. So please give the logs more love, because they have actual lore. And if you don't look at the logs, you will not understand the lore, because the logs do indeed have lore. The logs do have lore, but they're not separate lore. They are connected lore, because in future episodes, you won't understand certain things. You won't understand the flashback of Bumblebee. You won't understand why Optimus Prime kind of sounds depressed. It's because in log 1 out of 5, you will understand. Please, just give the logs more love. I don't see any comments on my posts. Please. But just give the logs more love. They indeed do have lore. All of the logs have lore that are connected to the series. If you don't read the logs, you won't understand the series fully, or the lore fully, because this series does indeed have lore, but the logs are like to help you find the lore, basically. That's what the logs are for. They're to help you. So if you don't understand one part, such as maybe soon there'll be a Bumblebee flashback, and you might not understand why there's a Bumblebee flashback, and it makes no sense, go down to log 1 out of 5, and you'll understand. So yeah, please just read the logs, and just leave a comment of what you think about the logs. I'll see you in the next one. Please just read the damn logs, bro. Come on. I feel like if you watch the first episode, you won't understand why Vector Prime can just make the portal again. So yes, please read log 5 out of 5. I recommend it, because logs 5 out of 5, last log, is very highly important for the first episode. Because if you watch the first episode without reading logs, you will not understand why Vector Prime, you won't understand why Vector Prime cannot just, make another portal. Because then it wouldn't make sense for him to not make a portal in this series. So yes, please indeed just watch, read these logs. But if you want a more in-depth, if you want to fully understand them, I also suggest watching this video. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Those are my explanations of each log, all 5 logs, explanation. I helped dissect things. I helped all of you dissect each log, because the 5th one's highly confusing. Even when I was creating it, I also got a little confused. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Make sure you don't talk to strangers. That's bad. Have a great Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, have a great Hanukkah. If you don't celebrate Hanukkah, have a great New Year's. Chinese New Year's. The Asian New Year. Or anything, if you just, I don't know. I'm sorry if you don't celebrate Christmas. Actually, that's not sorry. Just have a great New Year. I'm a little tired. Why did I make this video? I'm too tired. And I'll see you in my next video. the aftermath of episode 1. I'll see you then. Bye. And Merry Christmas. Don't talk to strangers.